I'm Tom Gentry. I'm a writer. I launched my first podcast in 2019. And for over 20 years, I've helped families struggling with addiction and related issues. I'm all about helping people reconnect with themselves and connect with others. I've spoken to men and women from many walks of life with the aim of getting to the essence of who they are. Along the way, I developed a set of questions to which even their closest friends may not know the answers. This show is my take on the Proust questionnaire. In each of these conversations, another human being offers us a small glimpse into their mind. They show us their heart, and in doing so, sometimes they touch ours. This is 20 Questions.
This podcast is breaking my podcast virginity, if you will.
Okay, good, I think.
So, yeah. So I'd like to make my grandma a little bit happy.
We'll keep it clean.
Let's keep it clean.
Okay, well, it's funny because I did an interview on the app a couple months ago for an episode that I have been putting off producing because my mom, who is 91 years old and very much a Catholic, listens to my podcast. And so I'm either going to have to tell her, edit it way down, or tell her, you're just going to have to skip this one, Mom. So anyway, so here we are, 20 questions. You ready to do this?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Okay. If your life were a novel, what would be the title?
Ooh. If my life were a novel, what would be the title? Well, it's a really interesting question because I have been thinking about coming out with a novel, and I would probably call mine Distressed in Dubai.
Okay. So maybe that relates to the next question. Where were you born?
I was born in Rientel in Germany in a army barracks because my dad was in the army.
Okay. And where's the place you call home?
I call my place home. Now, this is going to sound really slushy, so I need you to buckle up. But my place of home isn't a physical bricks and mortar. But it's whenever I feel safe with my son. So whenever I can give him a cuddle and know that he's the happiest that he could ever be at that moment, that to me is home.
And where is the brick and mortar?
My house is in Tunbridge Wells in Kent. So we're 40 minutes outside of London. Okay.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh my goodness. I wanted to be a lot of things. So when I was at school, I this is weird, but I wasn't very academic going through senior school. I had slight dyslexia, and I also was a rat bag.
Can you translate that to American English?
Let's just say I was just a clown. I was the biggest. I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to have the biggest fun ever. And, maths was just dull. I was never going to use algebra in my life. And so in terms of what I wanted to do when I grew up, I mean, I didn't really have a clue. I had no clue what I wanted to do. And I kind of fell into doing what I do, which is interesting. Yeah. I mean, my little brothers, they're just about to start doing their GCSE year, which is what's your equivalent to GCSEs?
I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't tell you.
So GCSEs is like your high school diploma before you go to a big school, I guess.
Yeah, well, I know that folks in Europe generally take a year between, but we don't really do that. I mean, people do, but it's usually not for a good reason, right?
Well, in the UK, they make these GCSE components like, if you don't pass this, you will have the crappiest job in the world. Like they put so much pressure on a GCSE like area that, you know, if you don't kind of pass physics, for example, that, you know, it's just not good. So Shah just messaged me. It's SATs. Am I saying that right?
SATs, yes.
Yeah. But that's it. And that's what I kind of don't really like about the school system in the UK, that it's kind of a, if you don't do this, you will fail kind of mentality.
Thank you, Shar. But did you answer the question? What did you want to be when you grew up? I don't think you did.
Well, I didn't want to be anything, to be honest with you.
You just wanted to be a clown?
Yeah, basically.
Well, one thing I will say, I've heard people make this algebra comment a couple times lately, and I felt the same way, like, when will I ever use this? And then I became a carpenter a couple years after I got out of high school, and I actually needed to be able to find the hypotenuse of a right triangle. So there are real world applications for this stuff for people other than mathematicians, believe it or not. So anyway, what is your profession?
My profession? I almost feel like I need to kick someone in a trench for saying that. This isn't Sparta.
Don't kick me in a trench.
You know the scene that I'm talking about, the 300, like, this is Sparta. My profession is that I am the founder and CEO of Digital Ad Doctor. We're a digital marketing agency, but with a human touch. So we think about the behaviorals and psychological backgrounds of your target audience and how best to use that marketing asset to speak to them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Oh, I would really like to attempt, and then this might sound crazy, but being a teacher. I think I'd be quite a good teacher.
I can see that. Yeah, you're good with people, and
Thank you.
It seems apparent to me you'd be great with kids. So, what's your favorite quote?
Oh, it's that one from the film with the panda. Hold up.
Are you talking about Kung Fu Panda?
Yes, I'm talking about Kung Fu Panda. Hang on, it's like,
because I couldn't come up with another film with a panda. That's why I guessed that one.
Wait, hang on, hold up. Today is a history. Hang on, there you go. I had to fire up my laptop. So yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift, and that's why we call it the present.
Oh, that's touching. Thank you. What is your preferred form of creative expression?
Oh, what types do I get to choose
Whatever
from?
you want. It's yours.
Creative expression. I don't know. I like art. Art to me is eclectically brilliant because everyone can read their own story from it.
What are you talking about? You're talking about visual art.
Yeah.
So what are you, paintings, sculpture, all the above?
All of the above. Like, I'm drawing now that I'm talking to you, but like, yeah, I think drawings, paintings, even like a little kind of collage is banging.
I like to do collage. What are you drawing right now, Freya?
I'm drawing a balloon and a fire.
A balloon and a fire. I'm interested to see how that turns out.
I'll send it to you afterwards.
So we know you're a fan of Kung Fu Panda. What's your favorite movie, though?
Favorite movie of all time is Taken, the original one.
I think, I remember you answered this the other time. It's one of the actual real answers you gave me. Okay. So, favorite song?
Favorite song? Okay, so this is going to be a bit deep, but it's David Gray, This Year's Love.
Okay. I know
You've
of
never
him,
heard
but
of
I
it,
don't know
have
the
you?
song. I don't know the song, no. It's
Oh
okay, though.
God, you would like it though. It's got like your kind of vibe.
Oh, that's right. I remember you made fun of my taste in music. What's it called again? So I can check it out.
David Gray, This Year's Love.
This Year's Love. Okay. I'll have to go straight to Spotify after we finish here. So you like art. What's your favorite work of art?
Ooh, my favorite type of art. I really like Bauhaus
Okay.
as a vibe. I've Magic Man knows this because he's in the audience now. I've got issues, right?
No.
No, but I do. Like my dad obviously was in the military, and that has rubbed off on me like a shiny coin. So my house, you could literally eat off the floor if you had to, right? It's immaculately spotless. So yeah, like
We're talking about art, right?
Yeah, I know, but this is where we're going into the
Okay.
Bauhaus. So Bauhaus is all about symmetrical lines,
Right.
about how you can look into the yonder, if you get my drift.
Okay.
So I think that has panned across into my, like in the room that I'm looking at the moment, like it's black and white, everything's straight, everything's uniform, there's no crazy pops of colour. Like, it literally,
So you like simplicity.
Yes, that's a good word to use. Yes, I like simplicity.
Yeah. Yeah. Just sort of the harmony in objects, the composition of paintings or anything we do visually has always been really interesting to me. So,
yeah. But the issue that I have as well is I live in a century graded building, which basically means that it's freaking old.
Okay.
And I can't nail anything to the wall because if I do,
it might fall over.
My landlord basically told me that the wall will collapse.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I can't have art on my walls because I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're abstaining. Who do you admire most?
Ooh, who do I admire the most? I would probably say my dad would probably be the person that I admire the most.
And why is that?
Because he's got this pick up and go. Like his life's been brilliant where, whatever card he's been dealt, he's always spun it around. It might have taken a couple of months, but he's always had the ability to just stick two fingers back up at that problem and tell it to jump up, his area. Like he's always had that drive, and I think that drive has definitely rubbed off on me.
Resilience is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, and the other thing is that he back to that question of what you wanted to do when you grew up. Like I didn't know, but my dad told me one thing, and I've kept that with me forever, which is only do the job that when you wake up you're excited to do, and don't do anything that makes you feel distressed, overwhelmed, or anxious. And whenever I go into any situation that makes me feel like Bambi, I don't know if you're aware of who Bambi is,
I am
Tom.
aware
It's
of
a
who
Disney.
Bambi is. Yes, I am.
But
it's American, of course I know.
But if anything makes me feel a bit crappy, I just back out of it, and I just decide that door as a such isn't for me, and I'm fine with letting that close.
I love that your dad told you that. Makes my heart sing. Okay. Shifting gears a little bit. Over the course of your life, what is an issue with which you have repeatedly struggled?
Ooh, an issue that I've repeatedly struggled with. I would say it's the fact that I don't give myself the credit that I need. There's always that little Freya that's stuck in me. Like in September, on the 9th, I was going to do a talk in front of 600 people about Instagram SEO. And for weeks beforehand, I was thinking, like, sweet Jesus, like, I'm going to pull out of this. I can't do this. I can't get up on stage in front of these many people and talk to them about stuff that they do on a regular basis. Like, am I mental? And yeah, I just, it was just torment. It was absolute torment. And I rehearsed until my throat sometimes gave out, or I rehearsed until I got myself frustrated that I couldn't remember what I was supposed to say. And then when I got up on stage, it was like a unicorn, like a phoenix, like rose from a fire. Like I just did it, and everyone, at the end of it, like clapped and like cheered. And then I did the online version, and I had 1,000 people watch the online version of it. And I mean, blessed that I'd be invited back to April of next year to do another talk. But I know that in April, I will again be shitting myself. And sorry, Grandma. And I will be doubting the fact that I should have this spot and maybe someone else should have it. And I just wish that I had more self-courage or self-confidence in what I do and why I do what I do. But I never give myself that credit, which sucks.
You will. You're young. Give it time. I'm serious. There is some truth in that. That confidence comes with time. And I think part of it is, I don't care as much what other people think, because, as long as I know what I'm doing, does it really matter? And, at this point in my career, I've been doing what I do for like 25 years, and I have people who've been doing it 3 months who, think I'm incompetent, but do I really care what it, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're here to talk about
I get you, because I've been doing this now for 15 years, and there's always going to be a keyboard warrior that's going to come at you from some angle. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that, the trolls today are very different to what they were. And it's more of the kind of, you thinking the worst of you saying the wrong thing and then something happening.
Yeah. Then it goes viral. So, yeah. Haven't had to worry about that yet. I don't think. I do have a lot of content out there. All right.
So if you ever need anyone to do any SEO magic on getting that content off, you know who your girl is.
You're the one? Okay, that's good. One. Yeah, well, I do have SEO questions that we should talk about at some point. But in childhood, who was your celebrity crush?
Oh, God. Okay, my childhood crush, when I realised was... my childhood crush was Ricky Martin.
Oh, yes, Ricky Martin. La Vida Loca, right? La Vida Loca.
Yeah, when that song came on, sweet word, like I think my jaw dropped to the floor. It was just mental. But I'm a sweet Catholic girl. Grandma, I'm a sweet Catholic girl. Like I'd never been subjected to that before, so...
The hips? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, the hips. I remember. Okay. What historical figure would you most like to meet?
Ooh, historical figure that I'd most like to meet. Hmm. Do they have to be dead?
It can be anyone. It's your answer.
I would really like to meet David Attenborough.
I think you said that before.
I've actually, I know this might sound a bit sad, but I'm going to run with it. I've got a Google alert for David Attenborough, and anytime he trends on Twitter, I think, sweet Jesus, like, no, he like, this can't be the end. But yeah, he's just such a national treasure, and he's just such a, whenever I hear his voice, whenever I'm really upset, like when I say really upset, like I have some stages of upsetness where if I do start getting more withdrawn, that's when my friends start noticing that there's stuff wrong with me. Mm-hmm. But if I ever start watching David Attenborough, that's when you know to drive to my house.
It's crisis mode.
Yeah, okay. That's when the walls are falling off and you need to come and give me a hug. Okay. But yeah, like I don't know what I'm going to do when he parts the surf, because it's just going to be absolutely soul destroying.
Yeah. You're going to grieve. You know, and maybe this will be an opportunity for you to learn how to do that, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the flip side of love, right? If you must love him, or else it, wouldn't seem that hard on some level. I believe that anyway. So
that's true.
What natural gift or ability would you most like to possess?
Ooh. What natural gift or ability would I like to possess? I can read people pretty well. And this is on audio and in real life. I mean, I sometimes get called by my friends that I'm a bit of a witch because I can sense things. So I wouldn't want that. I'd probably say the ability to be invisible. That would be interesting. But then I also think as well that it would actually probably not be very good for my mental health. Because I'm sure sometimes back in the day when you had those old Nokias where people would forget to hang up and you would hear what they would say when they put the phone down.
I had that happen recently.
It's sucky, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially because in this particular moment, I was trying to be nice and helpful, and then the person thought they hung up and she was being really sarcastic. It was like the receptionist at a doctor's office.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she was super snotty. I actually said, I'm still here.
Oh, God.
So, okay. What do you consider your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement would be having my son. So he was born at 30 weeks. He was premature, 10 centimeters and a pound in weight. And my greatest achievement is the fact that if he could fought through going through ICU, that I can fight through anything.
Absolutely. I love that. What quality do you admire most in a person?
Humor.
I could see that. Yeah, makes sense. What's something you'd like to learn more about?
Ooh, I would like to learn more languages.
So what's the first one you would like to learn?
Definitely like to learn Arabic. I mean, I lived in Dubai for 8 years. I can understand it when people talk to me and I can reply back formally, but I would like to be able to reply back without thinking 50 times before I say things. Mm-hmm. Because like one slip of the tongue and you could insult someone. And I guess you know me now. I hate confrontation, like with a passion. So if I can learn Arabic, I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you wish more people knew about you?
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm a pretty open book. I get told a lot that when first people meet me that I'm a bit of a bitch.
That's not my experience with you.
But I wish people knew that that once I let someone in, they are in. And I won't be that type of person that would just spectate from the sidelines. Like, if I need to get my boots on, I will do. And if you need to call me at 1 a.m. because, you know, your boyfriend was being a bit of a dingus, you can do. You know, I'm your ride or die, basically. But if you ever betray my trust, I will bin you quicker than a Kit Kat.
Okay. Good to know. What's your idea of success?
My idea of success is to be happy. I don't want to sound a bit like a, you know, one of those weirdos or one of those wisdom wankers that say it's not about the money, because, you know, it is about the money, and money is good. But at the end of the day, I think happiness outwins anything. And I think you can never pay anyone enough money for them to be happy. Because I know a lot of people that are affluent and they aren't happy.
Yeah.
And I think if they could choose to either be happy or be, you know, have some O's at the end of their bank account, they would probably, at the end of the day, at their last final breath, would choose to be happy.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
You know, it's one concept that's interesting to me is that, you know, we think about compensation for the work that we do. We think about money, but there are other quality of life, you know, the free time that we have, peace of mind, you know, there's a lot to it, you know. Like, I know for me, I have chosen jobs in several cases that afforded me more time with my son, you know, rather than taking a job where I could make a lot more money, but be away all the time. I didn't want to do that, you know. So I think it's good. We need to think about that more. You know, we all deserve to be happy. All right. Last question. What would you like people to say about you when you're gone?
Ooh, well, I'm actually doing this at the moment. I'm writing my eulogy. It sounds a bit weird, but I'm writing it really to just kind of to re-spark the why I started, really, and to kind of hunt down next year's sales strategy and all of that kind of stuff. And what I'd like people to say about me when I'm gone is that I was always there, regardless of the time, place, or area. If someone needed me, and they truly needed me, I was there.
I can't imagine you not being.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And
thanks for listening to the show. Please take the time to subscribe at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. Check out the latest episode of The Path to Authenticity at thepathtooauthenticity.com. You can also find the podcast club on Clubhouse, where you can join the podcast community for access to supplemental content at patreon.com/thepathtooauthenticity.